The media arts program, it's a program I was introduced to in high school, and it gave me the hands-on experience of what it's like to actually be on set, in front of the camera, behind the camera, and how to write scripts, how to conduct interviews. I learned it all in the Media Arts Institute. The most important thing I've learned is teamwork. That's the most important thing I learned. I learned how to write scripts, how to set up interviews, how to conduct interviews. I learned, I'm not a shooter, but I also learned a lot of stuff of how to shoot, and I've never even owned a camera before. In 5 years, I see myself as the CEO of my own publishing company, producing my own books in 5 years. So I wrote a book, and it's called What Daddy Didn't Know, The Letters of a Fatherless Child. And it is it's my autobiography from the perspective of a fatherless child, because I grew up without my father in my life due to his incarceration. And even when he wasn't behind bars, he still did not contact me. No calls on my birthday or nothing. My book, it's my life, and it's my life told through letters that I wrote directly to my father. And throughout the book, you can see when I'm starting to grow up and things like that, my ups, my downs, my falls, my mistakes. But later on in the book, you also see how I use those mistakes as an educated background for future decisions and the forks in the road that I see later on in life. And I wrote this book because, not only for me, but because I also know that there are millions of people in the world that grew up the exact same way I did. And there are millions of kids who are being born into this same situation. And I wanted to show the world that I could take that tragedy and turn it into one of the most inspirational stories to ever be told. Because I feel like my generation is lost. I feel like a lot of people my age are confused, and they don't really understand the ways of the world. And I felt like I could take this book and use it as leverage to open doors, not only for me, but for other people as well. If you want to accomplish anything in life, you must be consistent with everything you do. Because I wouldn't have been successful in a media arts program if I wasn't consistent. Because when the program first started, there were a lot of people there from my school, but as time went by, the number of students in the classroom started to decline because people were saying they thought we wasn't going to really go anywhere or really get an opportunity to do anything, and they thought we wasn't going to go to Hollywood. And at the time, it actually didn't seem like we was going to get to go. And as time went by, before I knew it, I was the only one showing up to the programs. And that's when media arts started mentoring me as a person. That's when Leon Burnett and his son Miles Rashad took me up under their wing and actually showed me more in depth of what the world really is. And if I was not consistent, and if I did not continue to keep coming and showing up and participating in stuff, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I say that consistency is the most important thing you have to remember. Everybody knows where they are, everybody knows where they want to go, and the only way you can get there is to build a bridge of consistency. That's the only way you can bridge the gap.